What's going on, everyone? This is John with Power Clean Pressure Wash. Today is August 14th, and I got my first negative review. So I wanted to take you through kind of what I'm feeling about it. I just woke up to it, and it's rough. It's not fun at all. And I kind of wanted to take you through the psychology of it, kind of what I'm feeling right in the middle of it. I don't want to recap and, after I've done sorting through it and I don't remember exactly how I feel. Uh, so yeah, I woke up this morning. I got an email. The email was from Home Advisor saying you've got a new review. So I'm like, great, love reviews. They're always 5 stars. I get it. I open it up, and it's a 2-star rating. 2-star rating. So that I remember the customer. I remember the situation. It reads, they were 2 hours late. They left a 5-gallon gas behind. Sorry, they were 2 hours late. They left behind a 5-gallon gas can, half full of gas. After 3 attempts to contact them, they have yet to pick up the gas can. They plan on waiting until they have a job close to my area. If you want chemicals left for you to store for them, then by all means hire them. When you call them, they act like you could be bothering them. So I've read it a couple times, and it's still even hard to read right now. I think my first reaction to this is definitely sadness. We work very hard. We work out in the sun. We're moving stuff around. We're loading the truck or unloading the loading the van, unloading the van. I've got my helper with me. I start thinking about all how hard we work, and it starts to get to you a little bit. There's sadness, and then there's immediately defensiveness. I want to say, well, no, you don't understand. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. And I could probably sit here and explain to you guys everything that happened. But I believe in extreme ownership. I believe in taking responsibility for the things you do, and the things you don't do. And I have to say, pretty much most of the things, the facts of this are correct. We were 2 hours late. We communicated it, but doesn't matter. We did leave behind a 5-gallon gas can. These events did happen. How I thought I handled it versus how the customer felt about how I handled it, and even how they conveyed how I handled it, don't seem to align. They I thought that we were in a good space. He even tipped us. We did a great job. We did a little bit more than we were supposed to on his job. And I think that's part of the reason why it bothers me so much. I start thinking about all of those things, and then it's very easy for me to then come to the thought, well, I'm going to stop doing extra things for all my customers. I'm going to stop taking care of people if they want to treat me like this. It's very easy for me to get angry at Home Advisor. Is this the kind of customer that they're sending me? Is this the kind of person that I have to deal with in Home Advisor? It can be very it can be a very slippery slope, that you kind of go down. I have to, I think, just kind of take a deep breath. Remember that these are not the reflections of all the customers that I've served, of all the customers that I will serve. It's not a reflection on Home Advisor, where the lead came from. It's only a reflection on 2 people. One, the customer. This is how they are, them as the single individual. We have leads coming in from, I walked around and canvassed that area, and we have other customers around that area. I'm not going to treat them like this customer, or I'm not going to take that emotion out on them. The other person it reflects on is me. I have a part that I played in this. I guess I didn't handle it as good as I should have, and I need to reflect on that, and I need to understand what I could be doing better so that I can serve my customers better in the future. And that's really the big takeaway from all of this. When you get something like this, you can't look to blame other people. You can't look to pass the buck. You can't even look. I mean, you have to look inward. You have to look at what you could do in a situation. And I don't care if you thought you handled it perfectly. I thought I did. I really thought I handled this as good as possible. The truth is, I didn't. I have a customer here that left me 2 stars, 2 out of 5 stars. They marked the quality high, the customer service at 2, and the value for money at 2. Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow, but this is how that customer feels. This is how they feel. For right or for wrong, for agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. This is how they feel. And if I'm going to be in this business or any service business for any longevity, I need to be aware of how I'm making people feel. And I need to tweak my actions, not to how they fit me, but how they fit the customer and how I can serve them better. So I think from this, what I'm going to take away is, I mean, I thought I was as communicative as possible. I feel like I need to be more communicative. I think that I didn't understand how important it was for me to pick up this gas can maybe that night. And the situation was I was an hour and a half away when he had messaged me. I was doing jobs an hour and a half away, and we didn't get finished until like 9 o'clock at night. So had he impressed, or had I probed and asked how important this was for him to have done, and how I didn't realize it. I've kind of categorized it in my own importance. If somebody had left a gas can on my yard, I wouldn't care. I'd take it, I'd put it on the side, I'd shoot him a message, maybe a photo. Here it is, come pick it up when you're ready. It's not as important to me, but I placed it in my own priority list, or I placed the situation in my own hierarchy of importance, when to this customer it obviously was higher, and I failed in that. I failed in identifying how important this was to the customer. So I think just probing a little bit more when situations do come up to figure out how important things are and how offensive you're being to the customer, I think are very valuable takeaways from this. But either way, I have a lot of jobs to do today. I'm going to get on them. I'm not going to let this get me down. It is depressing a little bit. It is saddening a little bit. But I think this is inevitably a good thing, because it's going to help me serve my customers better. Either way, if you have got a negative comment, or if you've got a negative comment or review, please drop it in the comments. I want to hear about it. I want to hear how you handled it. I want to hear what you took from it. Let me know if you handled it badly. Let me know if you started placing the blame on other people. Maybe this is a time to go back and look at a negative review and say, you know what, I could have, dealt with this a little bit better. Maybe you need a day, 2 days, a week, a year to separate yourself from the negative review, because there's so much emotion attached to it, because we do work very, very hard. So either way, I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear your comments about your reviews. And it's easy to talk about the good reviews, but it's the negative ones. So either way, thank you so much for watching this and letting me talk this out with you. And hopefully I've given you something to think about, and some good takeaways for yourself and your business. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.